Is it time to buy or sell CERO Therapeutics Holdings stock? In this video, we're diving deep into CERO Therapeutics Holdings. Our initial report was published on our website on the 18th of August, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 18th of August, 2025, our system has ranked CERO Therapeutics Holdings as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 2.75. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. We will continue to monitor this evaluation to see how it develops in the days ahead. The stock is currently positioned in the lower section of a broad and robust rising trend in the short term, which typically presents a promising buying opportunity. If the lower trend floor at $6.49 is breached, it will initially suggest a deceleration in the rate of increase, but it may also serve as an early indication of a potential trend reversal. The existing 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 49% over the coming 3 months, with a possible return ranging from nearly 10% to 332%. Examining the longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis reveals a projected change of negative 27%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance might fluctuate between negative 100% and 84% over the next year. In current terms, this suggests a future price that could fall anywhere between $0 and $16.26. Our latest daily update for CERO Therapeutics Holdings features the headline, "A volatile ride for CERO Therapeutics Holdings Incorporated stock price on Monday, moving between $7.79 and $8.87. The stock price of CERO Therapeutics Holdings Incorporated gained 10% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 18th of August, 2025, rising from $8 to $8.80. During this trading day, the stock fluctuated by 13.86%, with a low of $7.79 and a high of $8.87. The price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 15.18% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has also risen on the last day, alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator. In total, 42,000 more shares were traded compared to the previous day. Altogether, 70,000 shares were bought and sold for approximately $614,402. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $44.77, while the lowest price was 36 cents. Currently, the price is 80.34%, or $35.97, below the 52-week high, and 99.31%, or $1,271.20, below the all-time high on the 6th of February, 2024, when the price reached $1,280. CERO Therapeutics is achieving a consistent series of clinical and corporate milestones that investors should monitor closely. The company has administered doses to patients in its Phase 1 trial of CERO 1236. Notably, the first patient has completed the observation period for dose-limiting toxicity without any reported events, and a second patient in the initial cohort has now been dosed. Additionally, the FDA has granted orphan drug designation for CERO 1236 in acute myeloid leukemia, enhancing potential regulatory incentives and market exclusivity. CERO has also fortified its intellectual property portfolio with new patents in the United States and an approved application in Europe. Furthermore, the company has added a clinical site through TriStar/SCRI, along with a collaboration for lab services to support flow cytometry, and successfully completed additional financing in its Series D preferred round. In terms of corporate housekeeping, CERO executed a reverse split of 1 share for every 20 shares, which has helped regain compliance with NASDAQ listing requirements. In the short term, positive safety readouts, orphan drug status, and ongoing patient dosing could elevate market sentiment and share prices. However, concerns about volatility and dilution arise from the presence of convertible preferred shares and the recent reverse split. Looking ahead, the long-term outlook hinges on the progress of patents, clinical trials, and regulatory developments, which could enhance potential returns if clinical efficacy and safety are validated. Nonetheless, the stock remains highly dependent on the outcomes of future trials and the execution of financing strategies. Analysts have assigned a general sell rating to CERO Therapeutics Holdings stock. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock with a strong sell designation. The following signals have been identified for CERO Therapeutics Holdings. The stock of CERO Therapeutics Holdings Inc. exhibits buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast. However, there is a general sell signal based on the relationship between these averages, as the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average. In the event of a downward correction, support can be found at levels of $8.16 and $8.29. A decline below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. The company has seen increased trading volume, which aligns with the recent price uplift, a technical indicator suggesting that volume should accompany price movements. Higher liquidity also contributes to a reduction in overall risk. However, some negative signals have been detected, which may affect short-term developments. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Tuesday, June 17, 2025, with the stock experiencing a decline of 55.62% thus far. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Here are some additional signals that may interest you. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal, pivots, sell signal from 43 days ago, Bollinger Bands, buy signal from 1 day ago, short-term moving average, sell signal from 3 days ago, long-term moving average, buy signal from 2 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 16 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 9 days ago, long-term moving average, buy signal from 46 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 44 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for CERO Therapeutics Holdings. CERO Therapeutics Holdings Inc. finds support from accumulated volume at $8.67. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction is anticipated when the support is tested. The stock exhibits average movements throughout the day, and with a healthy trading volume, the risk level is regarded as medium. Over the previous day, the stock experienced a movement of $1.08 between its high and low, equating to 13.86%. In the past week, the stock has shown a daily average volatility of 5.26%. Before we dive into the potential favorable trading levels for CERO Therapeutics Holdings, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company has negative earnings or is incurring losses. It's worth noting that even well-established companies can go through downturns, often due to uncontrollable external factors. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest inadequate profitability and potential bankruptcy risks. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for CERO Therapeutics Holdings. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for CERO Therapeutics Holdings is at $9.55. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, CERO Therapeutics Holdings encounters its first support level at $8.67. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for CERO Therapeutics Holdings from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 30th of May, 2025, Kathleen Laporte conducted an insider purchase of 9,326 shares of stock options. On the 30th of May, 2025, Michael Burns also conducted an insider purchase of 9,326 shares of stock options. On the 30th of May, 2025, Lindsay Rolfe conducted an insider purchase of 9,326 shares of stock options. On the 30th of May, 2025, Shami Patel conducted an insider purchase of 11,693 shares of stock options. On the 30th of May, 2025, Christopher B. Ehrlich conducted an insider purchase of 61,843 shares of stock options. Based on the most recent 100 insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be positive, with a ratio of 22.192. In total, insiders purchased 37,588,252 shares and sold 26,599,020 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $8.32, reflecting a decline of 5.5%. This stock exhibits medium daily fluctuations, indicating a moderate level of risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal stemming from a pivot top identified 42 days ago. Is CERO Therapeutics Holdings stock a good buy? Several short-term signals, along with a generally positive trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity. There is a fair chance for CERO Therapeutics Holdings Incorporated stock to perform well in the near term. We have upgraded our analysis conclusion for this stock since the last evaluation from a strong sell to a buy candidate. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 19th of August, we anticipate that CERO Therapeutics Holdings will open lower by 313/10,000ths of a dollar and start trading at $8.49. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. From all of us here at Stock Invest.